Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, try and put out a video this week, guys, but I've been really enjoying the weather at the minute. It's been beautiful weather, and I've been out in the garden pottering around and visiting and having friends over, so I haven't had a time to sit in my office and sit in here and do a video. So I'm enjoying the weather. That's until the British government decide to block out the sun. Like they haven't already been trying. Clown shoes. Right, anyway, I had a good visit from one of the good friends to the channel, Mark Owens, yesterday. Mark's the one who makes me all these wonderful Nunchaku, and he's the one who made me a set of the Way of the Dragon chucks. Well, Mark being Mark, he gave me a second pair, so now I've got... Look at them beasts. Mate, you know, I love them. Thank you so much. Don't expect any demos though, guys. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But look at these beasts. They're huge. So I'm over the moon. So now I've got 2 sets of these chunky Way of the Dragon Nunchaku. I'll have to hang these ones up though in my other office, my video room. Thanks, mate. I love them, but you know that. Right. Also, before I start today, guys, do you remember the book, The Cream of BLR, the Cream of Brucelee review? Well, if you look on the Great British Bookstore, it's back out there. So you can pick it up for $18.99. Obviously, there's postage on top of that, but the book is now available. So for those that missed out and wanted to get it, it's back available for sale. Right, today's video. Over Christmas, I was showing you what I got for Christmas, etc, etc. And on Christmas Eve, I had the Brucelee Forever Jumbo magazines sent to me by Dave and Steve O'Neill. Right, boys, I hope you're doing well. Right, well, I actually said in that video, so I'm not going to open them up because you see how much I struggled just then. What? So what I thought I'd do today, I would go through them a little bit more, have a little look at all 4 issues that are still available, and show you them in a bit more detail. I think it's the least I can do. Sorry it's so late, Dave and Steve. Anyway, right, so here's the first one, the Jumbo Screen Photo Special, and all of these magazines was released in 2021, and they was inspired by the Jumbo mags from Japan, which I have one of these, the Jumbo mags, but these are actually quite a lot bigger than the Jumbo mags, and I'll do a little comparison. Obviously I've got my overhead camera, that's how big they are compared to a Kung Fu monthly, just to give you the scale. They are huge, and as you know, with Steve and Brucelee Forever, the picture quality on the photos that they use are superb. So let's go through with it, and I'll give you a little bit of commentary as and when. So there you go, a little forward by Steve, and this one was released in January 2021. A candid shot from the big boss, Bruce and Lo Wei, on the set. Look how sharp that is, that image, amazing. I know I'm only using a phone at the moment up there, sorry guys, I will endeavour to get another camera. I am saving up to get an overhead camera, so it's as good a quality as that one and that one. So you'll have to bear with me, so sorry I'm only using my old phone at the moment. More great photos. Tony Lau taking the shot, as you know, my favourite punch from from all of Bruce Lee's films. I think that is the punch. Bruce and the Big Boss. I mean, they are picture books, really. There's no text in them, unlike Steve's other publications. These are just big photo books, and they are simply stunning. The only downside to them, from my point of view, is they're quite hard to put on a shelf. I have to lay these ones down on the bottom of that shelf, because obviously you want to keep them in mint condition. Fist of Fury. Great photographs. Look at that. I mean, have you seen that? The full body of that and that. But look at that. Great stuff. Look at that double page A3. So it is, that's a poster, that is. That's a poster right there. The Way of the Dragon. Like I said, I'm not going to linger too long on them because obviously I've got 4 of them to get through and I wanted to show you the photos. Like I said, at Christmas I kind of said I'm not going to go through it because it was difficult, but I've got it set up so I can lay these out on the table and go through. Look at them. Chucks from Way of the Dragon. Nice one, Mark. I've got 2 of them myself now. Some great shots. Look. Behind the scenes. Great. Isn't it amazing after all these years now we're on Game of Death? Look at that. Isn't it amazing after all these years we're still seeing rare photographs of Brucelee? It baffles me, it really does. Bruce swinging his nunchaku in Game of Death. You know, didn't you? Bruce and Kareem. These are obviously publicity photographs because obviously he's not got his yellow trainers on in these photographs. He's barefooted. These ones, which I do have a pair, as you know, hanging up. Amazing. Enter the Dragon. I mean, look at that. The way it's presented as well, which that, the Japanese writing and then Enter the Dragon is so stylish. Looks so bloody cool. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And rare, some of them. Look how ripped he is there. I mean, that is unbelievable, isn't it? You can see every sinew on every muscle. Not just every muscle. Great photographs. Another great shot. Like I said, back in the day when I was young, you'd want these on your wall. I did that with a lot of my Kung Fu monthlies. That's another great shot on it. Action shot with his hair going like that. So there you go. And it ends with a lovely photo of the big boss. So this is kind of the film stuff, I would say. The jumbo screen photo special. Now this one is a Marshall Journey. This one was released in March 2021. Their moustaches are coming back in fashion, you know, things always go round. In memory of once a fluid man, crammed and destroyed by a classical mess. Another forward by Steve. Ed Man, obviously. Not sure who that is. If any of you know, let me know. I know Steve will know. Jesse. So, America, 1959 to 1964. These was for his first publication, these photos. That's why they look so clear. But look at them, that big. Taki Kimura. Dan Inosanto. And James Lee. That's an Oakland Photoshop shoot, that is. Great photograph, that is. They all are. Bruce doing high kicking. No comment. This, I know this camera is not doing these justice. Picture wise and scale wise, they really are something else. That's a Dan Inosanto taking one to the face. And Vic Moore at Long Beach in '67. We've all heard Vic Moore say about, you know, he would have blocked Bruce. Bruce was a mile away from him. Not so sure, Vic. California, 67. That's Ted Wong, I do believe, with a nice skinhead. Great setting for some photographs, really good. This is at his own, doing some training. Oh, he's doing another high kick. Ted Wong again, with a medicine ball. Look, rested, his six-pack there, look. I hope the glare from the light ain't ruining these. A trampoline. Practicing his finger jab. Toughening up his fingers. Teddy Wong and Bruce doing some chi sao. Teddy Wong again with an everlast head guard on, and Bruce giving him a wallop. And that one is Benny Dobbins, you know, Van Williams stunt double and the stunt coordinator on the Green Hornet. And some of Bruce Lee's writing about attacking. Right, that's two of them, and a nice photo of Bruce and Benny Dobbins on the back. Right, I'll have to shoot through this one. This is Portraits of Bruce, and this one was released May of 2021. So I'm going to sort of like flick through, because obviously the young kiddie ones. LaSalle College, there's Bruce Lee there. Who's that? Any of you can let me know in the comments. Francis Xavier College, and Bruce is there with her glasses on. Like I said, looking at them on the camera up there, it's not doing them justice. 59 to 63. University of Washington. Oh, he looks like a proper rude boy there, doesn't he, with his pork pie hat on. Unbelievable. So many photos of this man. That's a great one, that is. Family photos with Brandon and Linda. All of his books and his Nunchaku. They look like the Fist of Fury Green Hornet ones to me. Photo shoot for the Green Hornet, I do believe. Late 60s. Look at that. So cool. Very much of his time with the stack shoes and the flares. Lionel Blairs, we used to call them over here. By his red Mercedes, obviously. So good, and to see him this big as well is it's amazing. I think that's the last one. That lovely portrait of Bruce there on the back. Like I said, that one was released in May, and finally we've got the Action Hero. And as you know, I've done a little video on this when Mark Green sent me the book about the photos shoot that Bruce did at Shaw Brothers. So a quick flick and Game of Death. Another forward by Steve. Some great Kato shots. There we go. Shaw Brothers. Oh, some Fist of Fury. Oh, they've got different tints, and it's got like a blue tint. That's a great photo with Bruce and G&G. New Territories photos. And the rooftops. Allow wing again. I mean, that's quite rare, that photograph. Dan. So this is kind of a mix-up of some of the films and just some, yeah, the fight. The Gladiator, they've called it. Right and all. In the Colosseum. Green Hornet again. Big Boss. Fist of Fury. Look at that. The detail, literally, you can see every hair on his head. Great photos. I got a drawing of that from Elaine Mears. Brilliant. Some nice Enter the Dragon shots. Why the Dragon? Look at that. Again, more Shaw brother. I'd love to have seen Bruce do something with that. And I mean, like I said, just flicking through like this, you're not really getting it. Having that this big in front of you is kind of wow. The only, like I said, the only downside to these are just putting them somewhere on a shelf, giving Chuck a good smack round the face, up against the wall. That was cut out of the UK VHS. Some more Nunchaku. Give him one in sick, a little bit of a kicking. More Shaw Brothers. So now I went into a little bit more detail on that. Enter the Dragon. I mean, how cool is that? Intense. The double chucks again. From Way of the Dragon. Unbelievable. That kick is crazy. And finally, Bruce and Dan in the new territories. Dan with a Carly stick and Bruce with the Nunchaku. And finally, a beautiful photo of Bruce from the Big Boss. So there you go. That's all four of them. Now, you can get them at Brucelee Forever still. We have still got some. And they work out at £32.95 each. But he's doing a special at the moment. So if you buy all four, you can get them for £72, saving yourself £66 for those that are interested. So that's it for today, guys. Yeah, if you want to get yourself all four of these, save yourself a few quid, get them in bulk, get them in the bundle that's on BruceLeeForever.com. Well worth having. I'm proud to have them in my collection. They're beautiful. Right, that's it. As always, before I go, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, it really does help the channel. Comment, let me know what you think of these. Let me know if you already have them. Subscribe to the channel, as you know, and I keep saying I want Stripey Rambles to grow a little bit this year. And hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. And a special thank you to my amazing patrons. Thanks, guys. Right, have yourselves an amazing rest of the week, guys. Much love. Thanks to all of yous, Mark, Owens, Dave and Steve. Thank you so much. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care now.